Namaskar, I'm Tushar Gandhi, the founder president of the Mahatma Gandhi Foundation from India. Democracies all over the world are in decline. They are being intentionally weakened. Radical extremism is seen to be on the rise. The infatuation with strong, decisive leaders is giving rise to self serving autocrats everywhere. Disagreements are rapidly turning into conflicts, and wars are jeopardizing human existence. Chicago has a significant history of being the sprouting ground for peace, nonviolence, and for having nurtured battles for right against might. The Ebony magazine, based in Chicago, published the essay written by Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., My Journey to the Land of Gandhi. The trip during which Dr. King wrote, he sat in communion with Gandhi and felt charged by the aura of Gandhi to resolutely fight for the rights of his oppressed people and win them equal rights as enshrined in the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence of the USA. The legendary Muhammad Ali, who had deep roots in Chicago, was a fighter for justice, equality, and peace, and took a courageous anti-war stance. Radical extremism, subscribing to hate, discrimination, and violence, is in power in India and on the rise in many democracies around the world. Almost all over, liberal democracies are in decline, compromised by self-serving leaders with autocratic tendencies. The fascination of strong, decisive leaders has grown, and this has enabled leaders having such tendency being able to manipulate public opinion and grab power. Radical prejudices and regional chauvinism are handsomely contributing to the rise and legitimization of regimes and leaders with fascist inclination. In India, the extremist radical and caste supremacist ideology, which orchestrated the murder of Gandhi, is today in power. The RSS and its political offspring, the BJP, they are leaving no stone unturned to turn Indian society into hate-filled mobs, rampaging, seeking redress for often imagined crimes of the past. Gandhi's murderer, Godse, is being deified. Shrines are being built to commemorate this patriot whose achievement in life was all the failed attempts on Bapu's life, till the last one on 30th January, when he finally murdered Gandhi. Mahatma, at the behest of his mentor Savarkar and the extremist organization, the RSS. But in the new India, the murderer is systematically being turned into a patriotic hero, and his victim is being demonized. The national and mental ideological condition today resembles the state in which Germany and Germans were immediately before the Second World War, when the Nazis held sway in Germany. The RSS is an extremist right-wing Hindu organization which took its inspiration from the Nazis and the fascists of Italy. It actively conducts a campaign of hate and incites violence. The union government is a progeny of the RSS, and so the government patronizes and promotes and orchestrates the campaign of hate and violence of its ideological parent. The government has effectively been capturing so far independent Gandhian organizations and memorials to corrupt them and to project a distorted image of Gandhi. The Gandhian legacy of inclusiveness, compassion, and love is under attack. The RSS and its affiliates are largely funded by groups of Indian expats and right-wing organizations founded by them in the West. They send large amounts of funds to ensure that the campaign of hate and violence is well funded in India. Under the pretext of development, the government recently demolished an important center of Gandhian ideology in the Indian Prime Minister's parliamentary constituency. The attack on Gandhi and his legacy of love is under siege in the land he helped liberate. But it is not exclusive to India. The ideals of liberty, compassion, inclusiveness, peace, non-violence, equality, and justice are being attacked and weakened all over the world. We are becoming increasingly intolerant, aggressive, and prone to violence. Wars and conflicts are jeopardizing our very existence. At such a bleak time, sacred South Asian American Coalition to Renew Democracy brings a welcome ray of hope with its program to convince leaders all over the world to take the 2024 Illinois Nonviolence Pledge and to vow to stand up to bullies, mobs, and radical organizations who preach and practice prejudice, hate, and violence. We have reached the stage when we must choose non-violence or non-existence. We need to change for our very own existence. My best wishes to Sacred and the people behind it. They need to succeed. We have no other hope. Thank you very much.